Hello, my name is Shelby Breckbuehler, and this is my presentation about appreciative inquiry. So starting out, we're going with the first slide, which is planning. And my perspective on the operation of ASHA is from the video. I got a lot of positivity for their operation and what they were doing with their operation and how they're making a huge impact on these people with this very deadly disease that aren't getting the attention they need. Yes, it's very sad to see those kind of images and how these people are affected by this disease, but the positivity alone grabbed my attention in the video because it allowed me to feel hope. And I feel like this feeling of hope from their positivity coming through the screen is what really grabs the viewers. The situation I'm trying to improve is my work situation. Unfortunately, there's a lot of unhappiness with the coworkers, the managers, and I really wanted to place this happiness and positivity back in my workplace because I also am personally affected by the negativity. We have a lot of issues with being short-staffed, people call in, just a lot of people come to work in a bad mood, they don't want to be there. So I wanted to try to change that and try to improve the mindset of everyone and try to make it a better environment for everyone in general. So my plan of action was to ask about the peaks of the restaurant. Where are we at our peak in the restaurant, the business? How are we all feeling in those days? What is going on? And stuff like that. Second question I was going to ask is the peaks of the employees. When do they feel their best? When are they doing their best work? And what is causing that? What is, empowering them in that way and stuff like that. And the third question is asking the feedback from the customers. Because, yeah, even on your best days, the whole idea of being a waitress or a waiter is to give the best possible customer service to your customers. That's the main point of the job. Yeah, they can get drive-through and get regular food on their own, but they come to a restaurant to be fed, to get good customer service, and just have an overall experience in general. So the goal was to have the employees to be happier in their job and make the environment in a whole better for everyone, the customers, the employees, the management, just everyone in general. That is the goal. So this is the plan of execution. My approachment, when I approach the issue at work, I try to stay as positive as possible because the coworkers are already having this negative mindset of, oh, I know what's wrong, what's the problem, this, and that. But I tried to approach it in a positive way so they could see a brighter side and maybe flip their mindset. So the questions I would ask to my manager and coworkers, I asked them, when you enjoy the most at work? Like, what causes you to enjoy work? What situations, events, anything, what causes enjoyment in general for you at work? And that came to my second question, what events or actions cause work to be a better environment? Is it the customer's feedback? Is it the feedback you get from your manager? Is it the manager's owners giving them good feedback? Vice versa, is it anything in particular that you feel, oh, I'm doing a great job? And then the third question is, how can the environment be better for everyone? Because yes, we can say, oh, so-and-so can do better at their job, but we also need to focus on the positive. Like, what is something we should do more of? Or something we did once and we need to do again? Or, stuff like that. So the responses I got from my coworkers is I asked them, like, what is the perfect day at work? And their response was when everyone gets along, because we have a few coworkers that do not get along, that butt heads frequently, so this was a very key response among them all is when everyone gets along, it's just a better environment. Everyone feels more encouraged. They don't have to worry about it. It's just better. The second one is no tension is obvious to other coworkers and customers, because sometimes just walking in, you can feel tension between two coworkers. It's too obvious. It's obviously not something that's been dealt with, or it's building up. So everyone in a whole just feels more comfortable when that tension isn't obvious. Yes, you can butt heads with a coworker. It happens. But it's also work. This is a professional environment, so we should maybe settle it before work, settle it after. Just don't make it so obvious, giving signs, shoving, saying things under your breath. Just work in general, I guess. The third response was no outbursts of rage is held in the workplace, which kind of coincides with the second response, which is just if you feel some type of way towards someone or someone's getting on your nerves, just try to hold yourself together. Just take a breather, spend time away. It's a big restaurant. You don't have to be around them the whole time. Like, just take some time to yourself. Take a breather. Just don't act out of rage at work. It doesn't look good. It's unprofessional. So, that was another one. And the fourth response is comfortability, comfortably staffed and fair among everyone with their duties and responsibilities. Often we will get a lot of people that call in who don't have someone to back them up, or we're understaffed and it gets crazy and we can't handle it, or people don't feel like it's fair when they get certain chores and they think it's overwhelming and overloading. So that was another response that I got from my coworkers. When I asked my manager what was the perfect day at work for her, she expressed that she enjoyed it when everyone took on their own responsibilities and laid minimal weight on her, not making her find someone to work for them or just having to babysit people or baby others, and it was just a mess. She felt like it was a mess for her, and it wasn't that she was a manager. Sometimes it felt like she was a mother and having the discipline. It was ridiculous, especially if we're adults. We should act more mature, and she just expects that from us. Another thing she says is coming directly to her with any issues or complaints, because often coworkers will talk amongst themselves, or a customer might overhear it, or they go straight to the owners and don't go through her, so she has no idea of the situation, but she's getting a conversation from the owners and she doesn't know why. So she definitely said it would be way better in her perspective if we all went to her with any issues, complaints, and just squashed it, got it taken care of, and moved on. The third one is show up on time. It has been a huge issue among the coworkers that they do not want to come, straight on time. They want to be 30 minutes late or an hour late, and she's felt like it's been going on for too long, and she would really appreciate if we just show up on time. It's an easy task to show up on time. If you can't show up time, come a little earlier. The fourth one is completing all necessary tasks and chores. She doesn't want to have to do our job for us, so she would appreciate it if we just make sure to do the chores, the tasks, regardless of what it is, whether it's the bathroom, sweeping the back, mopping, cleaning up. Just make sure you get it done, because if we all work together and do our chores, then it'll just be perfect for the next morning. Minimum work, like, it'd just be great for everyone. The fifth one is when employees enjoy coming into work, when we have good attitudes and we're ready for work and we're not complaining constantly, and there's no downness within the workplace, because unfortunately when someone gets down, it seems to be contagious and rubs off on everyone else. So yes, we all have bad days, but just try to come to work with a better attitude, making it more enjoyable for yourselves, be more positive, and the entire workplace will be a much better place. So my reflection, from the AI perspective, allowing this organization to improve and focus on the positivities instead of always on the negatives within a business. I feel like when I was talking to my manager, she really noticed, like, oh, I'm not complimenting on the good work you guys are doing. I'm not noticing the positives within the workplace. I'm always focused on the negatives because I always want to squash them out. So I kind of connected with her to kind of recognize more on what we're doing right instead of always focusing on what we're doing wrong, because if you never give recognition on positivity, you don't think you're doing anything positive. So she really understood that perspective. And I also feel like AI just builds a better relationship between everyone. The employees, the customers, the management, just everyone in general is getting a better experience because we're all building a better relationship. Future with AI, I hope to allow AI be used more in my workplace to help a lot of more unfinished issues that need to be resolved. It seems like there's a list. So, yeah, I might have tackled one thing, but hopefully over time we can use the AI experience to just tackle everything. Yeah, it's not going to be perfect, but it'll just be a better environment for everyone in general. Uh, I will try my best to recognize the positives of my coworkers and my manager to help spread the positivity as a whole, involving everyone in the business. So if I give a compliment to another coworker and saying, "Hey, you did a really good job with that table, nice work," or if they get in a bind and they end up digging themselves out of their hole, like, be like, "Good job, way to handle that situation. It couldn't have been easy." Recognizing things like that. Or when my manager is dealing with some tough situations, just recognize, like, I understand that it's not always easy to be a manager. You're doing a great job at your job. Keep doing it. The 4D method, I realized how much the AI and the 4D really coincide, because it really allows, like, to go step by step into improvement and break it down to a T. So the steps I wanted to take is, first was discovery. So I wanted to identify with everyone what they're doing right, what's going on, and what to continue to do from this point on. Second one is dream. I want to create an image for my coworkers and managers that we can all enjoy together. What is a goal that we all inspire to have, and let's chase that goal. And don't let anything get in the way. Let's just go for that goal, and let's all be on the same page. The design, I would encourage group meetings to discuss these ideas with each other and our goals. We don't know each other's goals if we don't, get together as a whole, and we don't always work together every single day. So it'd be nice if we could all get together in a group meeting with our manager and just discuss openly to everyone with full positivity. What are some things we want to see? What are some things we need to continue and improve on, and just in a positive manner? And then the fourth, which is destiny. I think when it's all said and done and we do achieve the goal, I think we need to point out the achievement of the process of the 4D steps and really enjoy the accomplishment. Let's not blow it over and be like, okay, we got that done, let's go on to the next thing. I think we should just take some time to enjoy what we accomplished as a group, and then we can chase the next idea and dream. Excuse me, sorry. But in a whole, it would be nice to feel that accomplishment and, like, relief. Oh, we we tackled that, we can do anything kind of attitude.